Welcome back, my friends. Oh, here we are. 3 more hours. We got about 3 more hours tonight. As I was walking my way back and making my, I feel time weighing pretty heavily on me, right? All of a sudden. Because as I was walking my way back down here, passing through all the piles of debris in my home, I suddenly became acutely aware that I really only got about 5 more weeks to get our house in order. Because the baby is due in 6 weeks. If I don't straighten up my house in the next 5 weeks, it's not gonna be straightened up for the next 20 years. These 5 weeks are the last chance I have. Frownie Jr.'s fast approaching, Cow says. Yeah, October still sounds pretty far away to me. 5 weeks. 5 weeks doesn't sound nearly as... That doesn't sound like I have nearly as much time. Why did that jump come out all weak? I don't understand. Jump King's legs aren't getting tired, are they? Mine are. Mine are getting tired just watching him. Oh. Hey, Pink Scully, good to see you. Here to sleep, right on. I hope you sleep very well. It'll be mostly the sounds of falling, a little bit of jumping, some occasional intense music, and a lot of me crying. If those sounds sound soothing to you. You're in for a very relaxing night. Jumping is very relaxing to sleep to, Cow says. I could sleep to a Jump King stream. No. I think it would depend. Most Jump King streamers have quite a bit more rage to express about the game than you do. Alright, I was thinking I could sleep to the game. You're right. I might have a hard time sleeping to the streamer. It's a shame to miss that, because that jump should be free. That jump should be free as well. No. No, 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 no. You hear me? I said no, game. Hey, Game and Fit. Great to see you, my friend. Here I was out to start watching the Dark Souls 2 VODs, and you're live. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we're going to be live for a couple more hours. Appreciate you checking out the VODs and keeping up with the Dark Souls 2 adventures. I had a really fun night last night. Dark Souls 2 last night was really fun. That's all I'll say about it. I don't know where you're caught up in the adventure. Or if you've even, I think you've seen the beginning part of it. But anyway. I will not rob you of the surprise. Oh, that's in the thumbnail? Oh no, I wanted to check in. I wanted to check that, and then I saw that my stream from Tuesday, the audio got muted on my Tuesday stream. Why? That's odd. What did I play that would have caused the audio to be muted? What did I do? I just played Punch Out and Jump King. Huh. Oh well. It is what it is. I have the backup VOD anyway, so. I'm gonna be all weird about it now. I need to catch up before I start watching the live streams of Dark Souls 2 so I can get an idea of where you've been. No. I do not believe a jump that powerful should have happened. I did not hold the button long enough for that to happen. There's no way. I like the funky music in that part of the waterfall a lot, Cal says. Yeah, it's good. The gargoyles music there. Yeah, I find myself tapping my toe to it more often than not. You know, one thing the world could do without: mosquitoes. Had one bite me behind the ear last night, and the bump is driving me crazy. I am right there with you, Game and Fit. If mosquitoes have a redeeming quality, I am not aware of it. The only thing I could think, the only use I could think a mosquito could possibly have is to serve as food for some other more charismatic creature. But even that, I don't know, makes them worthwhile. Particularly if they have to consume my blood to maintain their existence. Long enough to be food for that other thing. Exactly. If mosquitoes disappeared, there's some other bug out there that could be eaten instead, Cal says. Precisely. Those things that fly in your face late at night, the mosquito eaters. There's a river at the back end of our property. There's a little river back there. And so, yeah, in the summertime, it's just nothing but a impenetrable cloud of mosquitoes in our backyard. I take the dog out back for a walk, and I come back in looking like the crypt keeper because from Tales from the Crypt, because all my blood has been drained by mosquitoes. That's horrific. I lived in a lake area and you'd have to wash your windows because of all the squished mosquitoes. Thankfully, because of my weird blood, mosquitoes generally leave me alone. I apparently don't smell yummy, Cal says. But the little ankle biter bugs that live in the grass, my ankles are a war zone. Oh my. Yeah, those are pretty rough too. Consuming sugar of any kind is a surefire way to get a mosquito bite. Yeah, I was gonna say that. I thought I'd heard that the more sugar you eat, the more alluring you become to mosquitoes. I don't eat tons of sugar, but, you know, I do have, like, you know, I do have a bit. There's sugar in milk and fruit and yogurt are all things that I have about once a day. They've got sugar in them. Other things too, you know, like starchy vegetables and stuff. First night we moved up there, Dad opened the back door, and within an hour, we had probably 200 mosquitoes in the house. I had the pleasure / pain of swatting them all. Then he tried to open the door the very next night. I don't remember what happened after that, neither did he. It was all a blur. 200 is too many anything to be at a single house. No. Ah, that really hurts. This really hurts even worse. Uh. I disagree. Oh, cool. Gotta go down even further. I'm mad. Yeah, I could tell I was messing that up. Still not happy about it. Now, what about 201 Dalmatians? You make a very good point. We're gonna need a bigger house. If there ever is like a past stream that you're interested in watching to catch up on, they do get archived on YouTube. I mean, they stay live for as long as I can keep them on Twitch, but they automatically expire from Twitch after like 2 weeks. And they all go up onto YouTube eventually, but there's a bit of a delay there too. So there's the very oldest ones that are on Twitch are sometimes also on YouTube. And the if you do catch them on YouTube, you should be able to watch most of them without ads, unless there's like some copyright shenanigans going on, or unless YouTube puts ads on unmonetized videos. Because I think that happens too. But if the ads on Twitch make watching them unbearable, that is another option, but you usually have to wait a longer while. So like Game and Fit talking about catching up with a Dark Souls stream wouldn't really be possible, but catching up with some other things could sometimes be, if there's a game I've taken a break from for a while that we get back into. It's not the size of your home, it's the size of your heart. 101 sounds like a better number, Cal says. Hey, Master Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. You ever seen that part of the stream before? Yeah, so my PB is, I haven't hit a new PB tonight. Everything here is still kind of old news for me, but I've gotten within visual range of my PB once, I think, tonight. And I've gotten a screen or two away a couple times. So, hold on to your hat. We might make progress. You need some Dalmatians left over after you get your winter coat, Buddha says. Oh, no. Why don't we split the difference and just and say, how about room for 151 Pokemon? I can be on board with that, Cow says. No! I'm sorry, there will be no progress. Pokemon is different. You can't break up the set. Can't imagine how much destruction there'd be if Pokemon were real. Progress. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Oh, I really hope so. I really hope I do. Frownie not getting the tub thumping reference. I recognize those as song lyrics. But the thing is, so when I read those lyrics, what I hear in my head is Weird Al Yankovic singing them as part of one of his polka medleys. I don't really, I don't know if I can hear the original song in my brain. I can hear Weird Al doing it, though. You're a Weird Al fan. I've gone through phases. I suppose he still puts out new stuff every now and then, but I don't really keep up. But yeah, I like some of his stuff. I was real big into his stuff for a good while when I was younger. Like middle school into college. And, you know, I still might revisit some of his stuff every now and then. Trouble sometimes, though. The only trouble sometimes, though, is like I have to like his songs for what they are as they are, because I don't there's a lot of times where I don't know the source material that's being parodied. Maybe, I don't know, but like not all the time. Maybe like 40% of the time. It's particularly bad, like the newer the stuff gets, the worse I am at recognizing what it's parodying, but yeah, I've seen UHF. I've seen that a few times. The kind of thing I watch, like, I don't know, once a decade. It's been a while. I think I actually got a DVD of that not all that long ago. I haven't watched it since I got it, but I think I bought it. Making more progress than progress. He's a good time to see in concert if you ever get the chance, Cal says. All I really want to know is if you get the joke if I reference Spatula City. I wouldn't. I wouldn't have known what you were talking about if it hadn't already been brought up in the context of UHF. I wouldn't have placed it. I was told to never meet my heroes. Had some Cheetos today, Game and Fit. Probably spent more time cleaning them off my teeth than eating them. I don't often have. I don't have Cheetos all that often. I go back and forth. I go back and forth between whether I like the crunchy or the puffy Cheetos better. I think if I was gonna have one, I think if I was gonna have a Cheeto right now, I would want it to be a puffy one. I think that would be my preference right now in this moment. But I don't think that necessarily holds true, like, across time. My tummy is Temptation's trophy case, Buddhafinger says. What does that mean? Hang on, let me... what? My tummy is Temptation's trophy case. As in you store all the things you want there? Is that a reference to giving in to temptation? Cheetos are good. Not for your tummy size. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. A little bit, a couple more lines of conversational context. I think I'm right. I've never been a fan of Cheetos. I've been a goldfish enjoyer when it comes to crunchy, cheesy snacks, Gal says. Oh, I like goldfish too. I guess I would probably then, like, if we're expanding outward to the category of crunchy, cheesy snacks, I probably like Cheez-Its the best. Like, better than goldfish or Cheetos of either variety. I want a box of Cheez-Its now, Buddha says. And I really like Cheez-Its. I really like Cheez-Its in the context of including them in a batch of homemade Chex Mix. Buddha's with me. I think Cheez-Its are superior to Goldfish for crunchy cheese. I've never been on the Cheez-It bandwagon either, Cow says. I mean, goldfish crackers are delicious, don't get me wrong. And they've got the best jingle, hands down. Especially if you get the version we talked about that references biting their heads off. I'll go enjoy my goldfish in a corner. Always liked regular cheddar and Swiss cheese, Game of It says. Not gonna lie, goldfish are S tier. I did a scientific experiment to find out which kind of Cheez-Its were the cheesiest. It turns out that both the toasty and the extra big Cheez-Its are not as flavorful as the regular ones. It leads me to believe that if they ever made a mini Cheez-It, that would rule them all. Cheez-Its minis. I don't really like those extra toasty Cheez-Its. I like this, I like the original Cheez-Its, and I've enjoyed some of the, like, they make Cheez-Its with different cheese flavor varieties, like Parmesan, or they do like a Monterey Jack Cheez-It or something like that. I don't remember what varieties they did, but I know some of those other varieties are pretty alright too. But I tend to just reach for the original, just the regular original Cheez-It. Most often. Goldfish has some of those too, like some alternate flavored goldfish that are pretty good. The thin Oreos are also my favorite Oreo. I'd have thought double stuff would have won me over. I don't think I've ever even had the thin Oreos. I ate my fair share of pizza goldfish as a kid. I like the thin Oreos too, Game If It says. Original or too crunchy? Learned a hack that some people take the Oreo filling, put it all in a bowl, heat it up in the microwave for a bit, and use it to dip like strawberries and stuff. Huh. That I never would have thought of. I like that they come out with, I like that they come out with a lot of different flavors of Oreos now. It seems like there's some different novelty Oreo flavor every month or every couple of months. I say I like this. I probably haven't had an Oreo. I don't think I've had an Oreo cookie since, I don't know, sometime last year. I say this like I'm having them regularly, and I'm not. Now I just like the idea of them. I always get bamboozled by new Oreo flavors. I always buy the new one, and it's always dubious, Cow says. Thank you for the wheel, Game and Fit. Fingers crossed for candy buttons, right? So close. Number 3. Oh, I didn't use the command. I don't know what's what. Cayenne Fuego sauce. It's not even one of the new sauces. I feel like this one's pretty tame, actually, the Cayenne Fuego. I think it's like, I think it reminds me of like the slightly hotter variety of the Louisiana sauce, which is a sauce I like to use like in cooking, but well, not in cooking. I like the regular Louisiana sauce in cooking. The slightly hotter variety I like to put on my eggs sometimes. Almost banned Streamlabs, Cal says. Oh, please don't. Alright, we'll load up a wheat cracker with as much sauce as I can do, hopefully without spilling. I thought I knew what it was doing, and then it did get a little hotter. But yeah, that's not, especially after the candy buttons. Yeah, that's real mild. It's tasty, though. It's a nice little treat. So thank you for that. I like using Szechuan sauce for my eggs. But I don't do spicy much anymore. Almost bought a 3rd bag of the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. IHOP's pancake of the month is lemon Oreo, which is my favorite of the Oreo flavors. How that's a pancake flavor, I'm not sure, but I'll report back after I try it out, Cal says. Lemon Oreo. So, is a lemon Oreo, is it lemon cream on a chocolate cookie, or are they lemon cookies with the regular cream? Lemon cream on the blonde Oreos. Oh, okay. So, neither of my suggestions, but I bet that's all right. I bet that's all right. I demand the full report, Cows, Buddha says. A cookies and cream pancake would rule. Pancakes are food for the gods, Game and Fit says. Pancakes are the lowest on my tier of I prefer both waffles and French toast to pancakes. Pancakes, I mean, pancakes could be a treat, don't get me wrong. But given the choice, I would always choose them last of those three. I'm just a sucker for lemon-flavored sweets, Cow says. I like to make pfeffernusse cookies with lemon icing. You go to Waffle House, I'll say IHOP. Cal says good waffles are... Yeah, I think I remember you saying that good waffles are better than good pancakes. But bad pancakes are better than bad waffles. And good waffles are rarer to find in the wild. Pancakes, waffles, French toast. They're all kind of the same, but with different textures, at least in my book, Game and Fit says. Yeah, I mean, I like them. I like them all, don't get me wrong, but... Good waffles are better than... Oh, I read your comments backward. Good waffles are better than good pancakes, but bad pancakes are infinitely better than bad waffles. Unless I know I'm getting a top-tier waffle, I've got to pick pancakes, yeah. That's my breakfast food hill. I will die on it, Cow says. Does Waffle House even serve waffles? I don't think I've ever seen a waffle in a Waffle House. Just remind me, I had Nutella French toast at a place called the Toast Office. And now I want to go back. The Toast Office. It's a place near my house which has been shut down for years called Waffle Square. Waffle Squarf. Part of the E is missing, and so the title looks like Waffle Squarf. That's what I called it for the longest time. Some new business is moving in. I was so upset they got rid of the Waffle Squarf sign. Toast House and Squarf are both incredibly important names, Cow says. Is there a pancake version of an Eggo waffle? Do they make frozen pancakes that you can prepare in your toaster for breakfast? They probably do, but I don't think I've ever seen one. On the last leg of cooking some char siu in the smoker. This is how procrastination compounds into cooking at 1:30 a.m. Oh, I have been there. One night I was cooking dinner at midnight, and I had boiled a rather large pot of broccoli, and I went to strain it, and I dropped the pot, and I poured boiling water all over my forearms, and had to go to the emergency room, and the doctor that saw me did not believe my story. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. I don't know what he thought I was doing. I don't actually remember much about how the conversation went. This was several years ago. This was a very long time ago, but I remember the doctor giving me a lot of grief about my story. It was very clear. It was very clear he didn't believe me, and was for some reason upset. And for some reason seemed upset in his disbelief. As if it made a difference. My arms had very clearly been scalded by some hot liquid. They're not interested in whether or not you're lying. They're interested in how you're lying. Crusties, Cal says. Doesn't roll off the tongue like Eggo, but they do exist. I had them all the time as a small one. Hypocritic oath, Buddha says. I have a box of Crusties in my pantry. For a while, I was mildly obsessed with those. They're like breakfast corn dogs. They're like a corn dog, but they have a sausage inside them, and they're wrapped in pancake. I was really crazy for those for a long while. Cal says, I've never understood why doctors get like that. Last time I was in the AR, the doctor didn't believe I was clumsy enough to drop an X-Acto onto my thigh. I was cutting wrapping for Christmas gifts. That is, ouch, cows. There's a hole in the leg regardless of how it got there. Please sew it up. Yeah. Oh. Well, I'm never, I'm gonna feel a slight bit of fear every time I use an X-Acto knife, cows. A bit of, I mean, I guess I already do. they're pretty crazy sharp. I don't know. Oh. I was more of a dog in a tube of Pillsbury something kind of guy. Don't cut tubes to wrap posters and you'll be fine. Hey Greg, welcome in. Yeah, that's kind of the joke is I'm actually avoiding the Wizard of Oz and just playing Jump King instead. Hey Sark, welcome in. Hey, thank you for the raid, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you here, Sark. How did you finish Emperor's New Groove? GG on the Dog Island again. That fantastic game. But how did the Emperor's New Groove go? If you got a moment, I'd love to hear. Juker, welcome in. Always a pleasure to see you as well, my friend. And is that Hero Protagonist? Welcome in, Hero. Thank you for coming along. Still have 2 more areas. So another night of that one. It's pretty fun though, a little janky at times. Overall a good time. I didn't actually actively see a lot of it. I started cooking dinner about the time when the conversation about the voice actors was right near the beginning. the speculation on whether or not they were movie or television show accurate and such. You know what, Frownie, to ease the pain of it, what if you played Jump King and did the dice game of the Wizard of Oz in the background? Oh, you know what, Tuesday? The thing is, I could almost do that. I can't capture both at the same time. Well, I could, but I'd have to lose my face cam. We could do a mic only chat, and I could split screen Jump King and the dice game from the Wizard of Oz. I can't have more than 2 video sources at once though, with my laptop. Just swap games every time I face plant in Jump King. We can every time he smacks down with a hard face plant, we could do a roll of the dice game like that. Oh, it'd be brutal. So far, no progress today. I did come... I came within sight of my current PB, so... I came close to progress. I also fell all the way down to the very bottom of the bog again, so I have within the past 5 hours been to the lowest, to my lowest lows and my highest heights. You poor soul. I've seen the bottom of the bog so many times. Almost every night that I play this, I take a trip down there. It is exceedingly rare that I don't fall all the way down to the bog on any given night. So I'm at 103 hours on this playthrough. Earlier tonight, I was repeatedly remarking on the possibility of making this a sub 100 hour playthrough, but as you can see, that kind of waved goodbye to me. uh, I'm now aiming for sub 200 hours. I remember falling to the bog would end up with me just rage quitting for the night, Sark says. You see, that's the wise move. I can't come back. I hate to come back to the game knowing I'm in the bog, though. I believe in you, Frownie, Sark says. Thank you for the vote of confidence. I do appreciate it. I do, I mean, I'm either gonna make it to the top or I'm gonna die. I'm never gonna give up. I will play this game for the rest of my life, so I have to make it to the top. As long as I live, I'll make it to the top. Do what 1-star runners do in Super Mario 64. You're aiming for a sub 104 run until you hit 104 hours. Then you're aiming for a sub 105 run. We gotta roll the dice again. I had another face plant. I was talking about setting up a timer, kind of tonight. I didn't say it in such explicit details, but I alluded to the idea of setting up a timer for our playthrough and resetting it every time I fall to the bottom of the bog, so that I can say I made it to the top in X amount of time and just ignore the hundreds of hours that came before the most recent fall to bedrock. I can't say I beat the game in that time, but I could say I made it to the top in that time, and it's technically true. Now there's an idea. With some very careful wording, I can hide how bad I am at this game. But I have seen my PB. I've been on the same screen as my PB tonight once, and I've been just a screen or two away from it a couple times. I've been up into the highest area I've reached, and surely we can make it back up there again. It's all fun and games until Carl Jobs makes a video about you. You're not bad at the game. The game itself is just bad, Greg says. Very kind of you, Greg. Thank you. Oh. Well, that was just horrible. I went right over the platform entirely. I feel like this House of Nine Lives could very well be the hardest part of this map so far for me. It's not that I never fall from the places that are above. It's that every fall from those places brings me here. And it's so hard to climb out of this part. It's so hard to get out of this part once I land here. I found it to be the hardest myself. Probably why they give you the safety net. Yeah. It's gotta be, right? One problem you have with sometimes with a digital library of games, you can turn something on and get sidetracked and then go, what am I playing again? I do that in the movie theaters too. By the time the trailers are over, I forget the movie I came to watch. Goodness. Nothing like a little bit of brain failure to remind you you're alive, Game and Fit says. I've put 15 hours into this game this week alone, I think. On Monday night was it 6 hours on Monday night? Or was it 7 hours? We did play this on Monday, right? Yeah. I think it was 7 hours. That would make this 16 hours. I think I did this, 7 hours on Monday, 2 hours on Tuesday, and 6 hours tonight. So, just this week it's been 15 hours of this game. I have so little to show for it. AKA nothing. I still have no idea how speedrunners manage to play this so well. They just have to have a a super precise internal clock, I guess. Oh, please, let me stay out of there for a while, please. No. Thank goodness indeed. One of the rare times we want to avoid the cats. Oh no. Well, are we making a second trip down to the bog? You bet we are. Oh, I almost saved it. Oh. Negative progress is still progress, right? I don't know if the circles for progress and negative progress overlap on my Venn diagram. I take that back. I take that back. There's a region where they overlap, and that region is labeled lying to yourself. No! Why? Why? Why is my life so fraught with disappointments? It's just one big snake eating itself, Gal says. The anti-bogress is making Frownie get philosophical. I knew that wasn't gonna make it. Oh, we go down even further. And even further. And even further. Oh. Sometimes I just wish my power would go out so I'd have an excuse to quit playing the game. There's always the Wizard of Oz. Let this stream stand as a testament to the unpleasantness of playing the Wizard of Oz. I would still rather be doing this. The Wizard of Oz doesn't have a smoking hot babe at the end of the Yellow Brick Road. You'll be sentenced to play it for the next 30 years. Oh. I got lucky there because I don't think I actually should have made that jump. No! Oh, we were there and I missed it. You know what's awful? That's not the first time I've done that. I did that exact same thing recently. And I remember it because I said, I think that's the first time I've ever missed that jump. And I can't say that this time. I don't know if I was right the last time when I said that, but I know I wouldn't be now. Oh, please. That's my joke, Gaming Fit. Whenever something happens and I have to head into a mildly perilous situation around the house, like if I have to I don't know, like if I have to go out and cross the yard during a lightning storm or something, just anything like that, I always say to Jelly as I do, I always say to her, if I don't make it, tell everyone my last words or something cool. see, I'm trying to engineer that situation, so at least if I die, that Jelly could forever tell everyone. The last thing Frownie said to me before he died, the last thing he said was, "If I don't make it, tell everyone my last words for something cool." That'd be my parting gift to her. Is an amusing story. Mark your tombstone, I'll be back. Why, oh why, oh why? It's just taking a small break from games, I swear. Taking a small break from Jump King. Please stand by for a short BRB. I beat Echo, I can beat this too. I don't like making this particular jump over here to this thing on the left. The way that I do this, I think it's pretty bogus. But the other way is worse. There's a couple ways to climb up these platforms here. And the way I do it is not good, but the other way is worse. That's why my way is not good. It's because I miss like that all the time. Ugh. Yeah, my favorite options. Not good and worse. I don't know. I know it doesn't mean much, but I've decided to make friends with this chest pain game, and Fit says. Used as a driving force to get super jacked and ripped and stuff. In other words, I reached the final stage of grief, acceptance. I mean, I would hope at the very least you have a way to, you know. I mean, I'd prefer. Naturally, I'd wish you healing and wellness, but if there's at least a way to adapt and turn it toward something more positive. I'll of course be glad for you. I can still play games, I just need to do it in moderation, a few hours a week or whatever. I can recommend Jump King Game and Fit. If you're having trouble sticking to moderation, I recommend playing Jump King in your free time because if you can stand to play more than just a few hours of this game in a week, then you have much bigger problems than any chest pain. you have some very serious psychological problems if you play this more than just a few hours a week. Better than a few weeks an hour, Buddha says. Moderation is generally the best answer, Cal says. Good luck. I went to the ER and the guy was wheeling me and squished my fingers in the wall. And he said, "I'm so sorry." And I was like, "No, please do it again. It's taking my mind off the chest pain." Oh, please. There is no escape, is there? I'm not gonna make it out of this area tonight. All of the good things in life are behind me at this point. There's only windmill music and bogs in my future. Gotta have some fun even in the worst times. Unless you're playing Jump King, there is no fun here. We will play Jump King again next week. We're gonna play it next week for a very more reasonable. I'm just gonna do 2-hour sessions again next week. I'm not gonna do any of these all-night Jump King, because clearly it's not getting me anywhere. So we're gonna go back to 2 hours a night next week, and we will actually play Addams Family and Wizard of Oz. I will stop bumping those on the schedule. We won't play, we're gonna play Dark Souls tomorrow night, as usual. We won't play Jump King on Dark Souls night. I want those to just be Dark Souls, but every other night we'll do 2 hours of Jump King with whatever game I'm suffering through. I said this earlier, but I'll repeat it again for the benefit of those who have come in. I'm currently juggling 4 or 5 different games on my schedule. And among all the games I'm currently playing, Dark Souls 2 is one of them. And Dark Souls 2 is the game I look most forward to every time. Dark Souls 2 is the least frustrating game on my currently being played list. It is the game that I play to chill out and relax from all the other garbage currently on my schedule. That's how bad my lineup of games has gotten. Wild Juker says. Oh. Frownie, I love you, but can you treat yourself to a cozy game? I just told you, Dark Souls 2 is my cozy game. Oh, I really do want to put something not agonizing on the schedule as soon as I can finish something I'm working on. But like, Wizard of Oz is a nightmare. Addams Family Values is a nightmare. Like, those are so bad that I'm having trouble bringing myself to play them. That's what tonight's all about. Jump King is this, and I've got Punch Out as well. I've got No Password Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and that game is actually fun, but trying to defeat Tyson, going through the whole game, just for one shot at Tyson before I am obliterated in 2 punches and have to redo the whole game all over again is really tough. The no password first playthrough is a really bad thing to subject yourself to. Oh, cows. Sorry I missed your message there. It's time for me to leave. I have to leave in these dark times. Time to be heading off to bed. Don't lose hope. You are the jumpiest king I know, Frownie. Hey, thank you, cows. Very kind of you. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, cows. I look forward to seeing you again. But have a great weekend in the meantime. And treat yourself to the Dog Island. That game did look like fun, Sark. I wouldn't want to immediately jump into it. I think I've heard enough of that music. That one main theme seemed to just play endlessly over and over and over again. I think I've heard enough of that for a while. But I tell you what, if I see a copy of that one, when I'm out browsing for used games, I would be tempted to pick it up. Getting Dark Souls 2 out of the way earlier is a good idea. Not saying it's bad, but you won't be spoiled by all the great entries in the series, so you'll enjoy it more. At the point where I reach Tyson, I would probably use the password, but you're insane, Game and Fit says. Yeah, I mean, it was heartbreaking to get there on a perfect run. To make it all the way to Tyson, 13-0, 13 by way of knockout, perfect record, and then find out that I got robbed of my extra lives. You don't get to continue at Tyson. It's automatic game over. That hurt so much. I really am enjoying Dark Souls 2 so far. Like, it's crazy divisive. Like, some people hate it so much. And, some people tell me it's their favorite one. But, like, I really like it so far. I'm, like, 20-something hours in. And it's just been 20-something hours of fun. It hasn't been easy. I've been confused and died a lot, but I'm consistently making progress and finding new things and defeating new bosses, so I'm having a good time. What weapon am I using? It's exactly like my Dark Souls 1 playthrough, Game and Fit. I'm all about the shield and the axe. They're the only 2 weapons that exist in my world. I do have a crossbow in my pocket too, but I haven't been using that as much. I thought I was going to. There was one boss where I thought I was going to go crossbow only. But it actually didn't work out that way. I'm Viking mode, yeah. Yeah, I'm 100% shield and axe. I may swap my my axe. I may swap my axe for a halberd at some point. I'm not planning on it, but it is a possibility. I did end up doing that in Dark Souls 1. I changed to a halberd about maybe a halfway through the game. But what is a halberd if not just a big axe, right? Found a decent weapon early on. Not going to say what it is, but I always found myself needing 2 weapons. Yeah, thank you for being guarded with the info. So I do carry 2 weapons, but they're both axes. I carry 2 weapons because, well, one of my axes always breaks, so I've got a backup axe. Double axe. I feel like I'm cursed. Playing Ghostbusters tonight on the 360. The one from the 360 on the Switch. Goofy game, but I love it. I have a copy of that. I've never played it, but I picked up a copy of that real cheap at some point. This stream feels cursed, Malachite says. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't get back up there. Rip Xbox. Love playing that game. I was so upset that the MP was so mishandled. Many of the achievements and trophies were unobtainable if you played it online in the first month. Multiplayer. I couldn't figure out what MP meant. I was not aware it had multiplayer. I'm going nowhere tonight. I'm going nowhere tonight. This is unsalvageable. Unsalvageable. You know, I think this guy has the right idea. This guy is really talking sense to me right now. Frownie, I think you should play a level of Pugsley Scavenger Hunt as a palate cleanser. One heart mode? One heart mode seems fine. One heart mode? I wanted to do the game in one heart mode, but it seems physically impossible. I know it can be done. I know it has been done, but I can't figure out how. If I put as many hours into Pugsley as I have into Jump King, I'd be done with it by now. That's the problem. I'm putting all my hours into Jump King. That's why I can't do anything else. There's no time in my life left for any other pursuits. That's just this quest. The 104 hours is just this map. So I spent 93 hours on DLC 1 and I spent 5 hours on the main game. So I'm I'm over 200 hours for the total game. I just want to go on the record and predict once you beat it, it'll take less than 4 hours to beat it again. Well, so I actually beat DLC 1 twice. First time took 93 hours, and the second time took 3 hours, and I wasn't even trying. I wasn't even trying to clear it for most of that time. I was actually looking for DLC 2. So I was exploring the map pretty casually, and it still took less than 3 hours. So I'm kind of like that, though. If I do ever beat this, if I did for some foolish reason try for a second time, I would get it really quickly. Everything always takes me an eternity to do the first time. And then I'm good after that. And then I can do it real quick at the second time. I would not expect I would not expect there to be a second playthrough of this, though. Uh... Oh, I hate everything. Hours of watching this on and off, and sure, I'll never play it, Malachite says. Wise move. I was warned repeatedly that I should not play this. Do I think it would have gone differently if I didn't do the DLC first? Probably. Slightly. Well, no, you know what? I don't think it would have gone differently. Well, yeah, the main quest, the main story playthrough would have taken me longer. First, it's difficult because the main story and the DLC and the main story and DLC 1 are connected. So I probably would have spent the same total number of hours, but they would be allocated differently. Is all. I cannot stand this. Hey, Aiden. Welcome in. I'm having a bad time tonight, Aiden. I'm having a bad time. A really, really indescribably bad time. Never, never. That's the whole point of the title. The whole point of the night is just to disrespect the Wizard of Oz. So actually the worse this game goes, in a way, like, the better it is, because that's just more disrespect to the Wizard of Oz. There's always a worse time, Buddhafinger says. That's kind of the joke, is like there's nothing bad enough in this game that could happen that I would want to make the switch. Oh yeah, yeah. Oz has become just an avalanche of misery. It's really just because there's one impossible minigame is the thing that's causing me the most difficulty, I think. Hey Shadow, welcome in. I think I'd rather play Wizard of Oz. I don't want to play that dice game. Oz dropped a house on Frownie. I just can't do it. I cannot make it back up there. It's not ever going to happen. Life is unbearable. Life is unbearable. I have a strategy on standby, Buddhafingers reminds me. Well, I got about 50 more hours to spend with the dice game before I'm gonna be willing to break the glass on that, I think. I gotta bang my head against it at least as long as I did with the Klingerwinger. My no-help tolerance has to go up, not down. Awesome. What a night. What a horrible 2 hours to spend finishing the night. I'm just jumping into stuff to let off some steam. I'm not actually trying to get anywhere right now. The games I've spent the most time on Stream Game and Fit. So for first playthrough, Tears of the Kingdom is 270 something hours. Dark Souls 1 is 195 hours. And Jump King is just over 200 hours if you count all the, you know, main story. DLC 1 and DLC 2 is one long playthrough. Then after that, it's probably Battletoads at about 95 hours. For first playthrough. That's a little gruesome, Malachite. Let's steer a little bit away from that, please. Klingerwinger was something you had control over. The dice game is pure rote. I see the logic. But I can't be anything but unreasonable. My eyes are bleeding. It's okay, it's okay. It's not... I'm not upset. I just want to steer a little bit not in that direction. Well, we do try to keep things mostly family friendly, so I want to be a little more above the belt than that. Is all. We're gonna wrap up the stream here, actually, my friends. I'm sorry, a couple people just came in. And I'd hate to run away right as people are coming in, but we're at 5 a.m. I'm at 7 hours with this game. I got back here. I'm ready to call it a night. It's time to I'm fizzling out, my friends. It's time for me to get ready for bed. But thank you for being here. Thank you for your company. You treat me better than I deserve, my friends. By seeing me through this self-inflicted agony. I very much appreciate you. We will play more Jump King tomorrow. We're going to do smaller sessions, though. Smaller sessions. We'll do 2 hours of Jump King a few nights next week. We'll also, for sure, play The Wizard of Oz for real. We'll play Addams Family Values. We'll play Punch-Out. And, of course, Dark Souls 2. We have one more stream this week. That's tomorrow. And that's going to be Dark Souls 2 as well, all night long. Should be starting around 10 p.m. But we're gonna head out here. Let me just see if I can find us someone to raid. Been watching the whole time. Dual stream and play a game while you're up. Oh, thank you, Shadow. Appreciate that. Thank you for the lurk. Alright, I'm going to send this over in the direction of Captain Jax, playing Sunset Riders on the Super NES. I actually have never played this game myself. I don't usually see Jax live at this time, so this is a rare treat. But he's got a really fun stream. Lots of retro stuff, of course. I've seen him play a lot of NES games. He worked on Zombies Ate My Neighbors a while back. Not afraid to tackle some really hard stuff. So that's the direction we'll head in. Rest up, you deserve it after tonight. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you one more time, everybody. Very grateful for you. Thank you for being here and keeping me company. This game did not go well tonight. It almost did. We saw our previous PB like 4 hours ago. I was a jump away from making progress, and then I just had to spend the last few hours just in pure suffering. Oh, it's so bad. But we'll play all that stuff I mentioned. Like I said, one more stream this week. Tomorrow night, Dark Souls 2. That's my comfy, cozy, chill game. Dark Souls 2 is where I retreat to have fun. So maybe I'll get to see you for that or something else real soon, everybody. Be well until I get to share company with you again. We're all done for tonight. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.